Remain centered. Namaste. I think that's how it goes. So I do a bit of yoga. That's not a flex because I'm crap at it. But can I touch my toes? I couldn't, but ever since I lost my leg to diabetes, I can now. They're over there on the shelf. So I'm crap at yoga, but I started doing it, and I realised that there's a good lesson in yoga for marketing. And I've talked about this before, the idea of not getting your customers to say no as they're reading your copy. And it's a really hard thing to do because you want to be specific, you want to call people out, but at the same time, you don't want to run the risk of saying something that turns them off completely, makes them think no, and miss out on your amazing offer. And it is. I know I haven't said this for a while, but your offer is amazing. And while I was doing yoga, again, not a flex, I'm terrible, I'm the fat guy at the back that's sweating. When I was doing yoga, I realised that yoga teachers are really good at this because if you think about yoga class, you've got the people who are really good at it, but you've also got to cater to the guys at the back like me. So you've got to talk about how to get into these poses at various levels every single time without alienating people. So you're still talking to the experts, you're still talking to the beginners. And a little piece of advice that transfers well into marketing, I think anyway, is this idea that yoga teachers use. And I've heard them use it a lot, which is, if it's available to you, if you can, do this. So you'll get like some weird standing tree pose, and you'll get to the bit where it's getting a little bit complicated. You're going into some kind of, you're grabbing your foot, you're doing this weird roundhouse kick. Obviously, I can do it. I'm a master, but I don't want to, embarrass you by showing my amazing flexibility. But they'll get to the point where it's a little bit difficult. Most people can lift up their leg, so they'll say, lift up your leg. But when it gets to the point when you're swinging it out and, wrapping it around your head or something like that, they'll say, if it's available, if you can, if you want to, you can do this. So the experts at the front, who've got the leotards, the professional bamboo mats and all this kind of stuff, they can carry on with the advanced stuff. But it's not turning off the guys at the back like me that are going, hang on, how do you do this? And we're wibbling and wobbling all over the place. If it's available to you, if you want to do this, if you can, if you want, you're giving them the choice. You're giving them the choice. You're being specific about what you want them to do, but doing it in a way that doesn't turn them off if they can't do it. So I don't feel like the class is for me if they're talking about stuff I can't do, because they've made it seem like the level I'm at, what I'm doing over there in the corner, is okay. And this is a great thing to do. It's a great attitude to take into your marketing. If you're the kind of person that does this, and I've talked about this before, but it was just a really powerful lesson I saw, that you can talk to experts, you can talk to people at different levels, and still be specific. So I still get benefit out of a yoga class, even though I'm not one of the swats at the front who can do all these amazing crow and scorpion moves, all that kind of stuff. It's just the language they use. They take you through it, but it's if it's available to you, or they don't make you feel bad for not being able to do it or not. So think about that in your marketing. If you're talking to experts, and beginners, think about the different ways you can be specific but not alienate people. So if you're not ready for this yet, here's something you can do. Or if you want to do this, you can do this. So you're kind of making it seem like their choice rather than the fact that they're a beginner, or they're hopeless, or they're an expert, or they're not enough. You can take the focus away from that and almost make it seem like it's their choice. Yeah, I don't want to work 50 hours this week. Yeah, I don't want to be this guy or to be cranking out all this kind of stuff. And I don't want a high ticket offer. I'm quite happy with this. So you put it in their court if it's available to you. So you kind of make it feel like it's their choice. It's a great way of being able to create a sales page, an email, a landing page, anything, and appeal to experts and beginners, but without kind of yoga shaming beginners that they aren't quite up to the level they want to be next. They know that you know that they want to be somewhere else, but you're not calling them out about it. It's just a very relaxed and playful, if you want to do this, do this. If you can, do this. If you want to do this, do this. So it's almost like it feels like a choose your own adventure thing rather than you're at level 1, you do this. You're an expert, you do this. So it's a great way of being specific and getting people results, but still talking to a wide audience as possible. So think about that. Think about your experts and your beginners. How can you address both by being specific? And think about yoga teachers. If you've got it, go for it. If you want to do this, go for it. It's just a really nice way of doing it. Now, I just have to get back to it now. Breathe in. Remember to subscribe to my email list for more bits and bobs. Life is awesome. Oh, and try not to fart as well. They don't like that.